Hi guys! So I've already moisturized my skin and I'm going to start with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Primer. I love this primer because it's very HD, so it's going to give you a little bit of a matte finish. And I'm going to focus this on the areas of the face that I want to kind of smooth out. Mainly the cracks in my face, my nose, my chin, forehead area. Then I'm going to go in with Painterly by MAC. It's an eye primer. I haven't been using it very much lately, but I thought for this look I would go back to that and try it. So that's what I used today. Now I'm going to go in with this brush by Sigma. It's the E40. It's a blending brush, and I'm going to use that to put this color all over the lid. So I am actually taking a Maybelline shadow that I cannot remember the name of. I will find it out and I will link it down below, but it's a lot like MAC Soft Brown and it's Maybelline and a lot cheaper, so it's a drugstore one. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to be using this shade right here. And I'm going to be using the Sigma E25 blending brush. It's just a little bit of a smaller precision blending brush. And I'm going to focus that in the crease. So when I was blending before with the Maybelline shadow, I was kind of going all over the lid as a transition color. Now I'm going to take this brown color and focus it mainly in the crease. So I'm going to start out with a lighter brown, and it's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper because I just like that gradient effect. I want it to blend into lighter to darker. And sorry guys, as I'm blending, these darker shadows for me were a little bit harder to blend. But then I'm going to go in with the Sigma E45 small tapered blending brush, and I'm going to get that darker color and really try to just focus on the crease. I have a little bit of a hooded eye, so when I do the crease, it kind of ends up on my lid a little bit, but when I open my eye, it looks as though it's in the crease. So that's how I focus it. Then I'm going to go back in with that smaller precision blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend things out with no other product on my brush. Then I'm going to go in with Give Me Sun by MAC. This is actually a bronzer, but I love this for blending or in the crease. It's just such a warm orange. I love it. I love it all around the eyes. I use it as a shadow more than a bronzer for sure. Then I'm going to go in with the MAC 242. This is a flat brush, so it's going to pick up that color and put it directly on the lid. So I'm going in with a little bit of a shimmery shadow that I just pointed out there on the Morphe 350. And I'm just going to kind of pack that on both lids. And then I'm going to kind of rub back and forth a little bit just to kind of keep it precise and kind of carve that out a little bit. I keep on adding more and more, kind of packing more on to get the darkness that I like. Then I'm going to go in with Beaming, which is a pressed pigment by MAC, and I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus after I put the product on the brush. And then I'm just going to focus it right in the center of the eye. Again, for the next eye, I spray a little bit more Fix Plus after I get some more product on the brush. So sorry that my camera is focusing so poorly. I've not quite got this down yet. Then I'm going to take that Sigma brush again, the more precision brush, no more extra product, and I'm just going to blend that out once it's completely dried. So once that Fix Plus has dried and everything's on there, then I'm going to just blend it out a little bit. Get rid of those harsh lines. Then I'm going to go in with the small angled brush, the E65 by Sigma, and I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Gel Eyeliner. And wings are not my strong suit. I am practicing almost every eye look because I want to get them better, but I have to do a lot of makeshifts. So for anybody who's not great at gel eyeliner, I feel you on this one. And there are lots of tricks to fix this, get it how you want it. So you'll see where I'll go in with a Q-tip and kind of angle this and get this fixed up to where I want it. I ended up doing the other side. I had stopped this camera and then started again, and I thought I had filmed this whole eye, but I did not, and I apologize for that. So I will show you though how you can fix. Now I'm going to go in with the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation, and I am in the shade N30. Also, I'm going to mix a little bit of Becca's Illuminating Liquid Highlighter with that, and some of the Josie Maran Beauty Oil also, because the foundation is so thick. So I'm going to put the extra on my face. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm also going in with the M439 by Morphe to put the product on my face. I love the way this blends out. I also use a damp beauty blender to pick up any excess, and I'll show you that next because I'm actually going to go in with another foundation that I'm really loving. It's not even a foundation, it's more of a BB cream. Here it is, the Clinique Acne Solutions BB Cream in Light. I put this on my beauty blender and oh my gosh, it just goes on like flawless. It'll cover anything in a second. So I just damp that all over, pat that all over, damp that all over. Anyways, and I do dampen my beauty blender. Also, it looks awful, the color on camera on my face. The first color I put on looked like it was super, super dark. It's not actually that dark or gross looking, so please don't judge me. But that is what I go in with. Quite a bit of product on my face today. Normally don't do this much product either, but I wasn't liking the way that the other foundation was looking. Now I'm going to go in with two different concealers, the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15 and the Urban Decay Weightless Concealer in shade Light. I'm going to put the MAC on first, the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer first, because that kind of really sets the area for me anyways. I'm very oily, so I need something that's going to really hold that area, especially in my smile line and my nose, the tip of my nose. So I like to go in and kind of not necessarily put that on my smile line, but blend it down there so it holds my makeup very well there as well. And then I'll go in and I'll add a little bit of the Urban Decay to make it not so light. I wasn't liking how bright the concealer was, so I went in with the Urban Decay to make it a little bit darker, where you'll see here. Even though I've sped up the video so it doesn't take forever to show you that I'm blending this out, but I want you to know that I'm not actually rubbing the Beauty Blender back and forth. I'm actually patting it up and down slowly, back and forth, very gently lifting it off the skin. I'm not actually rubbing it. I'm patting and rubbing at the same time, if that makes any kind of sense. So I'm just going to add that in there, blend that together, get it all up in my eye. Then I'm going to go in with, as I'm looking over the products, because I cannot figure out how to not look over the products with the camera. Anyways, I am going in with MAC Pro Emphasize. This is what I'm using to set my under eye today. I did want a little bit of a highlight. That's why I didn't want it to be so white, because when I put this on, I knew it was going to make it a little bit lighter. So that's why I went in with the Urban Decay to make it just a little bit darker so I could go in with this and not be beaming. So I'm going to set my under eye with that. I'm going to tightly set my under eye, and then I'm going to take a little bit of extra product where you'll see here. I sped up the video as well here. But I'm kind of rubbing it along the whole tops of my cheeks after I have patted it on there back and forth and got it all in that area. Now I'm going to go in with MAC Studio Fix Foundation in NC15. This is just to set my chin, my nose, my forehead, everywhere that I haven't hit with any kind of powder, because I know with how oily I am, if I don't set everything with powder, everything's going to settle in every single crevice that I have on my face. That word is so gross, but anyways, it's going to. I have forehead wrinkles. I make a lot of expressions. I'm 28 years old. Anyways, now I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, just a little bit to go over that powder that I already used. I just like it. I feel like it makes it look a little bit softer. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, but that's just me. I'm packing everything on today. That's what we're doing, packing it on. Now I'm going to go in with the M459. I use this to bake my face. So since, like I said, my nose is oily, I do my nose, the middle, right between my eyebrows. I have a crease there from my facial expression, so I'm going to do a little bit there, right there, my smile line, because that definitely creases. I get makeup in there every day. I laugh and smile a lot. Thank goodness. Then I'm going to take this brush that I got at Sephora. I actually can't remember what it is. It's an airbrush brush, but I just use that to take off any extra powder that I was using to bake my face. Then I'm going to go in with this NYX eyebrow pencil. I'm loving it. It's actually in the shade Auburn, I believe. I got the Anastasia Auburn, and it was a little too red for me. It actually matched my hair perfectly, but I don't quite want to match it perfect. This looks a little bit more orangey, but I love it. I love the way that it goes with my makeup. I love it more than the darker red. So that's what I'm using. I just got this. I've been using it every day. I will go in with a little bit of the Anastasia Auburn, just to kind of give it a little bit of a red tint, but I'm not going to fill in my eyebrows completely with that. And there's no really like rhyme or reason as to how I fill in my brows. I pretty much just follow my natural brow. I've got really thin brows, really blonde brows, so I do fill in that corner there where you can see it's really thin right there. I kind of make my eyebrow go up a little bit and down, but I don't really fill in anywhere extra. I just kind of go over it to give it that color, but I follow the line in the first front of my eyebrow, but the last half of my eyebrow, I guess you can say where the bend starts, is really where I add extra, and I'm filling that in and making them look just a little bit more of a shape, I guess, if I can say that. Then I'm going to blend that out with the little spoolie, and I will go over it with some clear Anastasia brow gel. Honestly, I have used a lot of brow gels. I know some people rave about the Anastasia one, but I was using an e.l.f. one for a while and actually ran out. That's why I'm using the Anastasia one, and I love that just as much, and it was not even close to the price. So now I'm going in with this brush from Sephora again, and this is another airbrush brush. It's the Airbrush 55, Natural 55 is the number on it. So it's been a while. I've had it forever. And then I'm going to go in with the Medium Tan Foundation by MAC. I like this just to kind of warm up the face. I do the face kind of gradiently, so I'm going to go in with like medium tan, and then I'm going to go in with another little bit of a darker, and you'll see here, but I'm going to go in kind of darker, and then contour over that. So now I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever bronzer. I am not sure what color this is. I will have to check it again. I will link that down below. I'm sorry, guys. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M523, and I'm going to go in with this NYX bronzer, which I really love, and it's actually in light. I love this bronzer, you guys. I got a bunch of stuff by NYX one day, and this is one of them, and I really like it. I've been using it every day again. So this is what I'll contour with. I went in with 3 different shades just to kind of warm up the face so it's not just like white and then bam, contour, done. Get the side of my nose. I don't really contour the side of my nose. I just bronze it up just a little bit. Then I'm going to blend that out with that Sephora brush that I have, that airbrush brush. Then I'm going to bake again. This time I'm going to leave it a little bit longer while I finish doing my face makeup. So I'm again taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just kind of stopping halfway. I don't want to bring it all the way in and have it be just like this white line underneath. I want to kind of stop it where my bronzer contour ends. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe E4, and I'm going to go in with this Morphe blush palette, which I love, and I'm mixing these two colors together. I'm not sure why it looks like clownish almost, how much blush it looks like is going on, but in person it looks very, very pretty. Then I'm going to use the Sigma tapered highlighting brush, the F35, to do my highlight, and I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Luminous Light powder. I just like how pretty and subtle this is. Since I am going to go in with glitter, I don't really want to do a bam highlight underneath because I want the focus to be more on the glitter under the eye. And then I'm going to take any of that extra powder that I had, any of that baking powder off, so that's not sitting there anymore. Then I'm going to set my makeup with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and I love this stuff. It makes my makeup stay on all night long. Then I'm going to finish my eyes. I always like to set my face before I finish my eyes. Not sure why. I don't really feel like the setting powder is what's going to make your eye makeup stay on. It's just what's going to make your face makeup stay on. And then I'm going to go in with this small angled precision brush by Sigma, I believe. I'm sorry, I cannot remember which one it is, but it is the angled brush, small precision angled brush. So you can get them, you can get one from Morphe, you can get any angled precision brush. It's actually the same brush I used to put my eyeliner on, and then I cleaned it. So I'm just taking that darker shimmery powder that I had used earlier to put on underneath my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take this NYX glitter. It's like an eyeliner glitter. It actually says not for use around the eyes. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna use it because I love it. So it doesn't really bother my eyes. So I just am very careful not to get it in my eyes. Never put it on your waterline or anything like that. It's just gonna go under or right on top. And I'm just going to kind of follow that wing that I had created on the top and go right over that gold color that I had put, that gold and brown color that I had put underneath the eyes. Then I'm going to go in, and I cannot remember the shade, but this is actually a Rimmel eyeliner. It's a cream color, and it's waterproof, and I love it. So you can get this at Walmart. I will link it down below also, but like I said, I'll find the shade, but I cannot remember what it was. Then I'm going to take Indian Wood, which is a paint pot by MAC, and I'm going to tightly put that on my inner waterline with the same angled precision brush. I want my inner waterline to be more gold. Now I'm going to go in with Old Gold, which is a pigment by MAC, and I'm also going to pack that on my waterline, and you can see right there how gold it is, and I love that. Now I'm going to go in with this Makeup Forever mascara. This is just a sample, but I really like how full it looks. I am not very good, for some reason, with putting on expensive eyelashes. I can put on cheap eyelashes all day. They will stay on perfectly. But I buy a pair of expensive lashes and they won't stay on. So for today's look, I didn't want to fumble with eyelashes and ruin my whole look, especially on my first day of filming. So I just decided, hey, I've got long eyelashes. Let's just make this work. Then I'm going to go in with the Giga Black Lash by MAC, the extended play. It's waterproof. Then I'm going to go in with Kat Von D Lolita 2. I love this color. It looks more red for some reason on camera, but this color is actually like a orangey color. It's a little bit more orange than mauve. Like Lolita is more of like a mauve color. This is more orange. And then I'm going to take this gold color by MAC, which I got a long time ago in holiday. I'm not even sure if it's still available, but I'm actually just putting it on the lips just for a little bit of fun. So I'm gonna pop that color on my lips. And we are done. Hi guys, so thank you for watching. This concludes my Christmas look, holiday look, glitter look. If you like it, please subscribe. Give me a shout out down below if there's anything else that you want to see. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I wasn't worried, not sure how it was going to go, but it turned out and I'm happy with it. So hope you guys like it. Like I said, if you have any comments, leave them down below and please subscribe. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. Get out. Okay, watch. No. Please. I'm sorry. I'm like, what?